Hey everyone, Greg Mazza, Home Care Breakthrough Solutions. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we're going to talk about how do you get more referrals and how do you improve your conversions and how do you have that happen a little bit more effortlessly. So one of the questions I have for people all the time is like, do people make decisions based on emotion or logic? Well, research has shown that more people make decisions based on emotion over logic. They make decisions based on emotion, but they'll use logic to back it up. So the first instinct is to make a decision based on how you are feeling. Why does this even matter? Right? Because when it comes to sales, our role, our job is to help connect the dots between what people want and or need connect the dot to what it is that you actually have to offer. Right? So when you learn how to use this next tool or technique that I'm going to share with you, it will help lead people to making their own conclusions. Because if people feel like you're actually selling to them, their shield starts to go up. But if you help guide them and direct them to this solution, but you do it through this one particular tool, it's a very powerful tool, people are going to be more likely to buy, to use your services, to come work for you, because you can use this in recruiting as well. And what I'm talking about has science backing to it. And it is, how do you effectively use story in your business? All right. So let me tell you a little bit about story. There's three things I want to cover as far as like the science is concerned. So the first thing is that when you are effective, and that's the key word, is effective. There's a process, there's a way to do this effectively, right? When you use this effectively and you tell a story the right way, it'll actually trigger a release of dopamine in the brain. One of the key things for doing this is you actually have to do it where it impacts and touches on emotion. And there's a science and a system for how you do this properly. It's one of the things we teach our clients. It's like, how do you use this effectively in your sales and your recruiting efforts? But the truth is that when you know how to do it and it helps release dopamine, what happens is you actually start to become more memorable and people start to feel a little bit more connected to you. The next piece is something called neural coupling. What is that? Neural coupling. So when you effectively use story to highlight a feature or a benefit or a point versus just splurting them out like, this is what we offer. We've got an Alzheimer's program. We've got this, we've got that. When you know how to effectively use this to highlight a point, the listener starts to perceive and come to their own conclusions based on the story. They don't feel like they're being sold to. They don't feel like you're trying to influence them in a specific way. You're just sharing a story and they start to come to their own conclusions. That's called neural coupling. And the last thing is mirroring. All this does is that there's a part of the brain that activates in the listener's brain, the same part that's in the person telling or receiving the story, and it starts to bring people closer together. So 3 scientific ways that this actually works. You don't believe me? Try it and use it in your business. And what will happen is you'll start to notice that if you use this effectively when you're doing your presentations, when you're doing your intake calls, when you're doing your pre-screening, your interviews, right? These are different areas where you actually use this effective tool inside of your business, and you're going to start getting better and better results because people are going to be more likely to want to work for you. You're going to be more likely to want to use your services if they feel like you're connecting with them at the emotional level. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is through story. So we got a free guide below, guys, for those of you that haven't downloaded it yet. It's a blueprint for using sales strategies and techniques and tactics to help get more referrals in your business. So if you haven't downloaded your copy, you'll see a link down below. Make sure you do so. Hope this helps and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.